And welcome everyone to Sports Illustrated Stadium in Harrison, New Jersey for tonight's Hudson County final between the top two seeds.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hudson County Soccer Championship. Tonight is the final round of the HCIAL Girls Soccer Tournament, and we'll see Hoboken face Bayonne here at Sports Illustrated Stadium. My name is Lena Planchoji, and alongside me is Kaden Drummeler, and we'll be your host for tonight. The first and second seed in Hudson County will be fighting for a chance to become the champions of Hudson County Girls Soccer. Kaden, how are you feeling about tonight's game?
Well, it's a really intense game, and we're watching two teams with a lot of eyes on them, for two very separate reasons. For Hoboken, it's their first time in this stadium. It's their first time playing a game of this caliber. They're looking for not only their first Hudson County Girls Championship, it's their first appearance, period, in a Hudson County Soccer Girls Championship. For Bayonne, they're looking to keep up a recent climb into relevance here in Hudson County Girls Soccer. The champions last year, they've been here the past 4 years, but besides that, they haven't really been able to make much noise in the county since the tournament started back in 2009. Clearly the favorites here today. They won the past matchup 2 weeks ago today, but a lot of reasons to think Hoboken has a chance in this one.
Hoboken, we've seen them put themselves on the map over the last 2 years, coming from a 3-12-2 record in 2023 and a 15-4 season last year, definitely switching the flip. And this year, 14-2-2 so far. They put themselves in the final. Like Hayden said, they've never been here before, so this could mean a lot for Hoboken. And the whistle will blow. The game will go underway. Hoboken will keep possession Bayonne moving quickly.
Want to welcome everyone back to Sports Illustrated Stadium.
Hoboken seeing their passes. We've seen their passing ability throughout their season so far, and we've seen how well it works out for them. The ball goes out of play here. It'll be Bayonne throw-in.
Number 5, Celeste.
The ball will go back in. Bayonne will keep control. Fighting for that ball there. It gets a little stuck, but Hoboken, it seems, will take it out, but it's no good. Bayonne will keep it. It'll go out of bounds again.
Number 10, Kenna Gaetani.
It'll be Hoboken to throw it back in, out again.
Number 11, McKenna Raftery. Number 15, Tia Logan.
Both teams looking to keep that ball in. It doesn't seem to want to stay in the field tonight.
Number 20, Alexia Mazza. Number 21, Kylie Galal.
Hoboken keeping possession from Napolitani, we just saw there. We spoke to her last night. She told us a little bit of how excited this team is to be able to compete at such a high level in such a crazy stadium. This environment is definitely a new one for Hoboken, but hopefully it'll be one to remember if they can come out with the win tonight.
And a lot of battling in the midfield so far, and just like a lot of games, but even just something to highlight a little more is that battle in the midfield. Hoboken, a team that really relies on their star power.
Hoboken with a shot. It'll be Hoboken. Start scoring early on. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but Hoboken will take the early lead against the reigning county champions. In a heated game like this one, it's definitely a plus to take a lead so early on in the game. Hoboken's crowd definitely feeding off this energy. A 1-0 against the reigning champions, it's nothing to look over.
Absolutely, and as I was saying, why that midfield battle is so important is the star power that Hoboken has up on their front line. Emma Conway and Ren Napolitani are able to just seemingly create chances out of thin air. It's what they did last time against Bayonne, and it's worked so far early on. Once they get that ball up, really anything can happen from this Hoboken squad. They said they rely so much on that star power at the top, and they use it early on.
The ball will go out of play again. Seems like I've been saying that all game so far. It'll be Hoboken ball, and they'll throw it in.
Number 8, Maddie Kirk. Number 25.
Hoboken's definitely looking to keep control of the ball. Like I said, taking an early lead in a game like this one can mean a lot and honestly define the game in a heated one like this one. As I'm saying this, Hoboken's pushing up the field. Bayonne's defense definitely not lacking, trying to keep the possession of the ball, not letting Hoboken have another opportunity like the one we saw earlier.
Head coach of the Redwings, Victoria Gemma. Assistant coaches, Christine Caradonio. Team manager, Addison Moth.
Right in that middle, both teams are fighting for it. It'll look like it's a run right there, but Bayonne will take a little bit of control, but Hoboken will bounce it out. It'll be a Bayonne throw-in. And yellow from Hoboken, a captain, a junior, passing it back to our defense. We'll see Hoboken play it long, looking for to create another scoring opportunity. We've seen them score against Bayonne, although it was offsides in their last matchup earlier in the season. A goal is a goal against the number 1 team in the county so far. So it's definitely not something to be looked over. I'm pretty sure it was Ren Napolitani who scored that one in their earlier matchup in this season. As I'm saying that, a Hoboken player will go down. And it looks to be a throw-in for Bayonne.
Head coach for the Bees, Victor Pesantes. Assistant, Giannis Kapnisis. Gianna Giordano.
A throw-in. Hoboken. It'll go out. A bounce again. Out of bounds again. It seems want to stay in the field tonight. It'll go back to Hoboken's defense, who will send it out wide once again. Like we mentioned earlier, Hoboken's offensive side is definitely not one to look over. With 2 players on their roster having more than 30 goals, Emma Conway trailing behind at 30, and Ren Napolitani leading the team with 31 goals. Hoboken will keep the ball, send it long. It'll go through. Can Hoboken's defense press back? Hoboken still in possession with the ball. It'll be Aniello. She'll send it back out wide. Hoboken taking a shot there. Tried to the middle. I think they're looking for a shot there. They're super close to the goal, but have yet to be able to take a good enough angle to create something. And Bayonne will send it out wide, clearing it from the field. Hoboken's defense definitely taking their time right there, sending it out of bounds, making sure no opportunities can happen off that. The ball will go back into play. Getting stuck over there on that far side of the field, it'll go out of bounds again. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Hoboken ball. It'll be a Hoboken throw-in. They'll send it long. The ball's floating a little bit in the air, but Bayonne seems to have recovered it a little bit. Napolitani fighting for the ball. The ref waves the flag. It looks like it'll be a free kick for Hoboken, the first free kick of the game.
And another thing, just that Hoboken's really done a great job of taking advantage of so far, that injured back line that's been a big talking point for Bayonne all season as that one comes in. Some big injuries. Sophia Baresi highlights that list. The D1 rider commit that was supposed to be the leading force of that back end for Bayonne, out for the season. And it's resulted in a lot of players moving around, switching positions to try to accommodate this team. And it's worked, and it's worked well up to this point. But we've seen those breaking moments like that right there at the start of this one.
As you're saying that, I've noticed Amara Porch, a sophomore for Bayonne, who has 7 goals, 7 assists, is playing defense tonight. Napolitani will make the run up. Porch will clear it.
Porch is another role who's just been so valuable at the back for Bayonne all season long. You know, she plays there, but she's one of those players that can move around and knows when to push up. Just a great positional player, a smart soccer player, and she's been an all-around great.
It's rare to see a defender rack up a couple goals like she had with 7 goals and 7 assists. That's not something to shy about. The ball will go to Hoboken's goalie. We'll send it, try to the mid, but it'll stay in the air. Conway. Right to the mid. Bayonne will take control. Send it out wide. Bayonne still yet to score in this final of Hudson County. Pushing up the field as I'm saying that. Bayonne with a shot. Nobody there to follow it. That would have been a perfect goal right there for Bayonne. Lacking somebody up that upfield right to the other side of the goal.
But still, just something like to see if you're Bayonne finally able to get down the field. Getting shots on goal was a big talking point of last matchup between these two teams, although Bayonne did win and kept a clean sheet against this Hoboken squad. 15-8 favoring Hoboken was the shot count in that one.
It'll be Conway who'll send it out wide. Emma Conway, a senior who recently hit her 100th career goal, who I'm sure has passed that number as of right now. She's been a key part in Hoboken's offensive attack with 30 goals under her belt. She will lead Hoboken into this finals game as a captain alongside Isabel Aniello and Ren Napolitani. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Hoboken throw-in. Hoboken's still trying to send it wide there, but it gets a little stuck with Bayonne's back line, kind of shifting a little bit to where that ball goes.
Hoboken's press, especially in the midfield, doing a great job so far.
Conway sending it wide. Bayonne not letting it happen. Hoboken will try again and send it even wider. Now, Caden, we've seen Hoboken take an early lead, 1-0 in this finals game. How do you think that can affect Bayonne's play in the rest of the game tonight?
Well, it's certainly not something they're used to. I mean, especially when it comes to county play, they went undefeated in the HCIAL. Didn't play enough games to earn themselves a championship as they played an out-of-county schedule. But it's going to be interesting to see how they respond to the adversity of that. And, you know, it's questions about these games like this where you really just never know what's going to happen. Hoboken's never been here before. And so far, you know, they've been completely, in every sense of the meaning, up to the task. You see a lot of teams come here without experience and they kind of crumble under that pressure. But they've come here in a big game at an intimidating stadium and just left off exactly where the rest of their season began, playing really great soccer.
That ball's going to push up. Hoboken keeping control Bayonne keeping control in Hoboken's defensive third. They're still down a goal in this final. They need to make something happen quick to defend that title that they earned last year against Kearney. We've seen Bayonne here multiple times. This is their 4th consecutive final, but this is the first time for Hoboken, and taking an early lead is definitely a great way to start off this match. It'll be a throw-in for Bayonne. We'll throw it to the corner, but it'll go out of bounds there.
And just what a great matchup this is, just to touch on that for a moment. It's really a final where I think we are seeing the two best teams in the county playing each other, and it's interesting and kind of uncommon to say that in a girls' final matchup that doesn't feature Kearney. They really held the county in their grasp for quite a while, just several appearances spanning over about a decade, and for the first time in a really, really long while, we are seeing a matchup not featuring.
A close one there for Bayonne, but Hoboken's defense not letting it happen. Conway clearing it. It'll go out of bounds. That might have been off of, it was off a Bayonne player, so it'll be a goal kick for Hoboken right there. And it seems Conway will take it again.
Hoboken's backline doing a great job so far. That was really the weak point. Although they were able to keep the shot count down from the Bees, it was just a few really critical mistakes that left some breakaways there for Bayonne that they were able to capitalize on. That was a little bit deeper into that game.
That was a close one there for Kylie Galano, a junior. With 13 goals under her belt for Bayonne, she's definitely a threat Hoboken has to worry about. A quick mistake there will be recovered quickly by Hoboken's goalkeeper. And sent out. Napolitani sending it up. That ball will push upfield, but Porch from Bayonne will not let it happen, pushing it back up to her teammates. It'll be controlled in the mid by Bayonne for now, but Hoboken will pressure a little bit and take back control with their defensive line there. Pushing up the field, it'll be Hoboken who tries to send it up, but it's no good. Deflected off of a Bayonne player. Bayonne pushing it up. That ball seems to keep getting stuck a little bit in that far middle. I think both of the defensive back lines kind of pinch in a little bit right there to make sure no balls go through, but it's definitely getting that ball stuck there for a while. Hoboken missed the touch there a little bit. Bayonne will take back control. Looking to send it wide. It's no good. Deflected off of a Hoboken player. Bayonne will have a little bit of an opportunity here with the shot right by the box. Keeping possession of the ball. They'll send it wide.
Yeah, looking for Galano there on that pass. Just couldn't quite find her.
It won't work out right there for Bayonne, but they'll keep possession of the ball, trying to play it back up. But Hoboken won't let it happen. It'll go out of bounds. The ball will go back into play, and it'll be possessed by Bayonne. With Hoboken fighting, taking possession back. Seems to be Napolitani who took that away, but it'll go out of bounds again. A throw-in for Hoboken. Deflected off of Bayonne, it'll go up into the sky. Hoboken keeping control a little bit. Still fighting for that ball. No call blown even though they were looking for that foul right there. Bayonne pushing up the field down the line. Now the ref will blow the whistle. It'll be a foul for Bayonne. It'll be a free kick for Bayonne. Team Samara Porch will take it, sending it wide. It'll go right into that box, but it'll deflect off of a Hoboken player who will keep possession. Pushing upfield, she'll keep the ball. Hoboken will continue to push it up. We've seen Hoboken be able to create a lot of offensive opportunities for themselves, especially against this Bayonne team. In their last matchup, although an offsides goal, Hoboken still was able to score one on the reigning champions of Hudson County. It'll be a throw-in for Bayonne. They'll look for a chance there, but it's no good. Hoboken's backline will send it back up. Hoboken looks to score another goal. As I said earlier, they took an early lead, but 1-0 is a game that can be changed quickly. As I say that, Bayonne with an opportunity here. They shoot, and they score. Bayonne will even it out. That was Avery, number 18, a freshman, it seems, from Bayonne.
And both of these goals so far in this one coming off of names we don't typically hear too much. The star power has not been the source of the production so far, and you just love to see the crowd from Bayonne. They show up in large numbers for all sports and for all these big games that Bayonne as a Group 4 school seems to do so well in. And what a treat so far this first half has been.
Hoboken looking to put their lead back up with an attempt right there, but it's no good. It'll go out of play. A freshman, Avery C, excuse me, I don't want to butcher her last name, with no stats.
Scored by number 18, Avery Krzyzanowski.
Krzyzanowski. It'll be hard to even it out for Bayonne in this county final game. One in a county final is something we've seen before, but not with Hoboken competing against Bayonne. Last time they faced each other was a 2-0 win for Bayonne. So Hoboken definitely putting themselves in the conversation, especially with that early lead that they took on in the first couple of minutes of the game. Bayonne, though, is hard to beat. It wasn't going to be an easy game, and I think both teams knew this coming in. It'll be a corner kick for Hoboken. Napolitani will take it, send it up. Hoboken's looking to score, but Bayonne won't let it happen. That ball will be cleared out. Across right into the box. But a Bayonne shirt will take control of it, clearing it out. Bayonne will keep possession of Galeno. Pushing upfield, keeping possession, but Hoboken's back line will come up, press up a little bit, sending it wide, looking for another opportunity there. Hoboken will keep possession, getting closer to that box. It'll be a quick one there, saved by Conway. He'll send it back up. We've definitely seen both of these teams' passing abilities throughout this game, as they love to move that ball all around the field as their players are spread out in each team's own formation. It'll be Hoboken still to keep possession of the ball. And Bayonne, as I say that, will take it out. Back to Hoboken, though. It'll go wide. They'll look to put it in the middle, and Bayonne will send it out wide onto the other side. Looking to make a run. It'll be Kylie Galeno who will send it in from the side, but Conway won't let it happen, and it seems there were no maroon shirts in the box to finish that shot. It'll go out of bounds again, and it'll be a Hoboken throw-in. A quick slip up there from Hoboken. A player will go down, the ref will blow the whistle. It'll be a foul awarded to Hoboken. And a free kick, another one from Conway.
And again, still a rough goal to see if you're Hoboken, especially after having just the absolute dream start there in the first few minutes. But it's nice to still see them composed after it. Definitely generated some chances, especially directly after, and just about as even as a game as you could wish for here at Sports Illustrated so far. Just under 20 minutes left here in the first half.
Being that these two teams are the first and second seed, we knew it was going to be an exciting game, but definitely a surprise to see Hoboken take the early lead in this final. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Bayonne throw-in. Down that line, it'll be an attempt from Bayonne, but Hoboken's goalkeeper will grab that up with ease a little bit.
I think if you look at, how Hoboken has played Bayonne this season and how Bayonne just has handled their opponents throughout the season, that opening goal looks pretty shocking. But if you look at what Hoboken has been able to do offensively, it really doesn't bring that much of a surprise. 6 goals against each of their opponents on the way here to the championship as that one flies out. And just moving in stride pretty much as we head to the championship.
It'll be a goal kick for Hoboken with Conway to take it again. With 18 minutes left in this first half, we're at a tied game with 1-1. Both of these teams scoring 1. Hoboken taking the early lead, but Bayonne responding not too long after. Hoboken's defense responding there, limiting the opportunities Bayonne is trying to make for themselves. It'll be Bayonne to take control in that middle, sending it back, taking it calmly. Porch will send it wide. Denied by Conway. It'll go up. And taken back into possession through Hoboken.
And Conway just does so much for this Hoboken squad, and what a year it's been for her. A few days ago, hitting 100 goals on her time with the Redwings. And on the back line today, making some key stops.
Fans have definitely not lacked in showing up tonight. We have both sides for Bayonne and Hoboken pretty filled up with crowds, family, friends, the cheerleaders of both of these programs have showed up and have not been quiet. As I say that, the ball will go back into play. Bayonne pushing up a little bit. Looking to take the lead. Bayonne is the reigning Hudson County champion, so that 1-0 at the start of the game definitely did not feel good. But they're a team to respond, and as I'm saying that, they have 1-1. That ball will go out of play, and it'll be a Bayonne throw-in right by Hoboken's goal. So they definitely need to be a little bit more careful there. Bayonne taking time with the touch. Sending it wide. They'll look to cross. But Hoboken's defense is definitely not one to joke about. We've seen them play hard all evening long so far. And here they are taking possession with a little bit of a slip up there. And Yellow will send it up wide, right to Napolitani, who is surrounded by maroon jerseys right there. But she'll push up. And Bayonne will keep the ball. They're playing a quick game, Hoboken. We've seen them tonight. Like I said, both teams have an incredible passing ability that we've seen throughout both of these teams' seasons. It'll go out of bounds. Bayonne pushing up. It's no good. Hoboken's defense will take it back, but Bayonne will fight for that ball and keep control. Conway will send it out. Like you said, Keaton, Emma Conway has definitely been a staple in Hoboken's both offense and defense all season long. We've seen her in the back line and in the offense, of course, with 30 goals under her belt. Hoboken's defense, although they're strong, they do lack a little bit in the net. As we've seen, that quick goal there from Bayonne was a bit of a slower ball there that could have been a little bit more anticipated. But on the other side, we have one of the county's best goalies in the net for Bayonne, which could benefit them greatly as Bayonne's, as we said earlier in the stream, Bayonne's lacking a little bit in the defense with 2 players out for the season injured.
Yeah, Callie Dexter-Sullivan's been just a huge crutch for this Bayonne team all season long. And whenever the back line seemingly hasn't been up to their best, Callie has 18 saves in the matchup with Hoboken last time around, 16 saves in the semifinal matchup that got the Bees here. That one was closer than probably a lot of people would have anticipated. And Callie's really a big reason why Bayonne's even here in this game.
They'll go wide to Hoboken, who'll cross it in. And as we're speaking about, Callie's going to make her first save of the game, I believe. Calmly, that ball went wide from Hoboken, soared right above Callie's hands, into her hands. Bayonne will take control. Hoboken will fight for it a little bit and keep it, but it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Bayonne throw-in. We've seen the ball go out of bounds a lot so far this game, with only in the first half barely making it a little bit past the half there. I think both of these teams' first instinct is to clear the ball to just avoid whatsoever any kind of opportunity for the other team to score and make something happen and take the lead in a final. As I'm saying that, Bayonne will press up the middle with a shot. It'll be just short of the goalpost.
And interesting shot selection there. Galano had options to both of her sides, elected to shoot that one from a few yards, outside the box. And I think a part of the reason for that shot selection, although we've seen 2 goals early on in this first half, we haven't really seen a whole lot of opportunities generated for either of these 2 teams. They've just capitalized when the time has come. But just time in opponent's offensive third has really been limited here in this first half.
That ball will go bouncing around both teams, and Yellow will send it wide. Bouncing off Borges' head. Can she keep control with Napolitani sprinting right above? Hoboken will clear it again, looking to make another opportunity happen with 12 minutes left in this first half. The game is still tied 1-1. Hoboken pushing upfield. As I'm saying that, Bayonne will take control and do the opposite. Hoboken will keep possession there, sending it down the line. We've seen their crosses. They definitely like to play it wide and have opportunities for their offense to run in and try to make the goal happen right through the net. But it doesn't seem to be working as of right now, as Bayonne's defense has done nothing but headers and knocked it right out.
And yeah, you can see it especially with where Bayonne place their star scorers. Conway up on the far side of your screen tonight. Napolitani down on the near side as Hoboken moves left to right.
It'll go out of bounds. And that will be I'm not sure yet. That's it looks to be a Bayonne ball. It'll be a Bayonne throw-in, and like we said, the stands are not quiet. We have a show out for both of these teams. I think playing in an atmosphere like this one, in a stadium like this one, although Bayonne has been here multiple times, I'm sure the nerves don't go away after the first run. Hoboken will push up, but Bayonne will take quick control with their back line pushing up a little bit. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Bayonne throw-in, it seems. It'll go out of bounds again. And for what looks to be Bayonne ball, the maroon jerseys will flood the box. And it'll be a corner for the Bees.
And I talked a little bit earlier about the lack of offensive opportunities despite the goal scoring for each of these teams. And it makes sense when you see why Bayonne is stacking so many bodies up for this corner.
That ball will stay close to the box. Bayonne fighting to look to put that ball in the back of the net. They'll take a shot there, denied completely. Hoboken pushing up. Hoboken, Napolitani, a little bit up there. They'll fight for that ball, as a lot of Bayonne's team was down by Hoboken's goal after that corner kick. Napolitani will cross it, and it'll be saved.
What an effort from Napolitani there. She had about 3 Bayonne jerseys on her, was able to bring that one all the way down to the goal line, although she couldn't quite find the cross. That's where she can just be so dangerous with those solo runs. Had a great run exactly like that, more towards the middle of the field in the previous matchup with Bayonne. Scored from outside the box, and then one that was called off due to goalie obstruction.
It'll stay in the mid. Bayonne won't let it happen, sending it out. Conway will fight a little bit there for that ball. Bayonne will win it. Hoboken not lacking in the defensive effort that we've seen all evening. I think both of these teams just want to win, and it's definitely been clear throughout the entire game. It doesn't seem that there's been more possession, one team having more possession than the other. It's been a lot of fighting, and obviously the same amount of goal scoring, with 1-1 still being the score with 7 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing we've seen with a lot of teams, especially in the HCIAL, that have been able to keep it close with Bayonne, it's close on the scoreboard, but it's not close when you actually look at the game, when you watch the game, when you see how possession is distributed amongst each team. Hoboken is playing an equal game with Bayonne right now, both on the score sheet and just out on the field. They're matching them in intensity, they're matching them in possession, they're matching them in technical ability, and it's something that we've really yet to see so far from any Hudson County team.
Like you said, Caden, although these are the 1 and 2 seed, to me it's pretty hard to see which one is the 1 and 2. Hoboken definitely not disappointing coming in as the 2nd seed in this tournament. Hoboken will take that ball away, but will run the wrong direction. Napolitani coming back in with full force, fighting for that ball again with 2 maroon jerseys on her. She is not scared of these Bees. Hoboken will send it right to the middle with no one there to follow. Porsche will send it out right to the middle, where Hoboken will respond, sending it back up. And Yellow will take a little bit of control, and Conway will do her thing and send it out wide like she does.
And here's where Hoboken's just been able to play so organized.
Still fighting to keep possession right near Bayonne's goal. Hoboken still fighting. looking to create another opportunity. They'll get stuck a little bit there and they'll get pushed out, but they'll respond with somebody right there to answer. And it'll go out of bounds, it seems.
Yeah, just a little bit awkward on that pass. Looks like a great opportunity for Hoboken. And, you know, when you stop moving for just a second, that Bayonne defense is going to creep right up on you.
As we say that, it'll be a throw-in for Bayonne. We've seen a couple substitutions in the game so far, with Bayonne's goal scorer of the match so far coming out. I'm wondering how these teams are coming about strategically. How are they positioning their players, deciding who gets to play the minutes in tonight's super important game? A Hudson County final is definitely not something to shy over. Hoboken will send it right to the middle and keep possession, taking their time a little bit there. Right down the middle with nobody there to answer. Porch will be able to take her time there, recover it with a white shirt following right behind. It'll go out of bounds. A throw-in for Hoboken. And yellow will be there to respond and send it back into the middle. We've definitely seen Hoboken's leg all throughout the field, from their defense, from Conway, as I'm saying that, to their offense, of course. They are not afraid of sending that ball up into the air and trying to control it through that. It'll be a throw-in for Bayonne, and they'll throw it down the line. Hoboken will take control and send it up. It'll bounce off of a Bayonne player, but Hoboken will keep control. Sending it down the line. It'll slip up a little bit there, but Napolitani will be there to answer. However, Bayonne will push up. That's Porch fighting through three white jerseys all the way down the middle, keeping the ball and sending it wide.
And just under 3.5 minutes exactly now to go in this one. And, you know, even if no team really scores a goal or takes a lead in the next few minutes, this is the momentum building stages of the first half. This is where you really decide, you know, how good you're feeling, especially in a tie game. Do we feel like we want to play a little bit more aggressive in the second half? Who do we want to put in? These are the minutes that are kind of going to decide how those halftime decisions go.
As you say, that'll be across from Hoboken. That would have been a close one there for Bayonne and an almost a goal for Hoboken. Going into a second half of a final up 2 would be definitely the dream for Hoboken against the reigning Hudson County champs. It'll stay in that middle. Hoboken keeping possession with 3 minutes left on the clock. One of these teams might want to respond to definitely go into the half 2-1. Is definitely a great position to be in. But like we said all game, not many opportunities have been created. More so just keeping possession of the ball from both sides of the field. And as I say, that cross will go down the blocks from Bayonne and denied from a Hoboken defender.
And Bayonne really hasn't been too quick to send bodies up towards the penalty box in this one, especially there. Hoboken with a little bit of an offside trap playing up, but Bayonne definitely playing a little bit more of a passive offensive style than they're used to.
The ref blowing the whistle with 2 minutes left on the clock. It'll be a foul for Bayonne right there. We hear the crowd screaming a little bit of "we can't do that" coming from Bayonne's side. This is definitely a new final. As we've seen, Kearney, they were on a 15-win streak until Bayonne snapped it last year, but we had seen both of those teams kind of dominate the Hudson County tournament and dominate that final every single year, at least for the last 4 years. So Hoboken stepping into this new field, they're definitely probably feeling the pressures of a game like this one, but definitely responding and stepping up to the challenge.
and Harper Clark coming out of this one as we approach the end of the first.
I think with 40 seconds of the clock, it's make or break. Just try anything. We have a whole second half to figure out what we want to change and what we want to do to come out with a win. And as I'm saying that, Hoboken will take possession right near the box. Look to score, but Bayonne won't let it happen, setting it back up with 20 seconds left in this first half of the Hudson County Final. Both of these teams are fighting hard and looking for the win. And the 5 seconds will come now with the ball going out of bounds. That whistle will be blown, and we'll go into the halftime, of the Hudson County Final between Hoboken and Bayonne.
Yeah, decent looking half for each team. Hoboken's definitely got to be proud with how they've performed. They've matched Hoboken in every aspect of the game so far, really, and caught them off guard right at the start.
I'm sure Bayonne.
Short defensive mistake there towards the end. We go into half equal at 1. Lenny, your thoughts so far?
I'm sure Bayonne definitely wasn't expecting that early lead from Hoboken, as coming in as the underdogs, quote unquote. Hoboken, the second seed in the Hudson County tournament. Facing the reigning champions, it's hard to come into a game like this one, but responding is what they've done best so far, with taking an early lead and being able to keep that lead for a while until Bayonne was able to make a goal go through the net. Although we've had a goal from each team go in, we've seen both teams respond both defensively and offensively, trying out new things, keeping the ball out of the box for their respective goals, and honestly just having a great game so far. All right, we're going to leave it at that for right now. We're going to go off for the half, and we'll be back shortly.
A little more is that battle in the midfield. Hoboken, a team that really relies on their star power.
Hoboken with a shot. It'll be Hoboken who'll start scoring early on. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but Hoboken will take the early lead against the reigning county champions. In a heated game like this one, is definitely a champion. Hoboken will start scoring early on. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but Hoboken will take the early lead against the reigning county champions. In a heated game like this one, is that to score another goal. As I said earlier, they took an early lead, but 1-0 is a game that can be changed quickly. As I say that, Bayonne with an opportunity here. They shoot, and they score. Bayonne will leave it out. That was Avery, number 18, a freshman, it seems, from Bayonne.
And both of these goals so far in this one coming off of names we don't typically hear too much. The star power has not been the source of the production so far, and you just love to see the crowd from Bayonne. They show up in large numbers for all sports and for all these big games that Bayonne, as a Group 4 school, seems to do so well in. And what a treat so far this first half has been.
Hoboken looking to put their lead back up with an attempt right there, but it's no good. It'll go out of play. A freshman, Avery C. Excuse me, I don't want to butcher her last name. With no stats.
Scored by number 18, Avery Krzyzanowski.
Avery Krzyzanowski. It'll be hard to even it out for Bayonne in this county final game. So Hoboken definitely putting themselves in the conversation, especially with that early lead that they took on in the first couple of minutes of the game. Bayonne, though, is hard to beat. It wasn't going to be an easy game, and I think both teams knew this coming in. It'll be a corner kick for Hoboken. Napolitani will take it, send it up. Hoboken's looking to score, but Bayonne won't let it happen. The ball will be cleared out. Across, right into the box. But a Bayonne shirt will take control of it, clearing it out. Bayonne will keep possession of Galeno. Pushing upfield, keeping possession, but Hoboken's back line will come up, press up a little bit, sending it wide, looking for another opportunity there. Hoboken will keep possession, getting closer to that box. It'll be a quick one there, saved by Conway. He'll send it back up. We've definitely seen both of these teams' passing abilities throughout this game, as they love to move that ball all around the field as their players are spread out in each team's own formation. It'll be Hoboken still to keep possession of the ball. And Bayonne, as I say that, will take it out. Back to Hoboken, though. It'll go wide. They'll look to put it in the middle, and Bayonne will send it out wide onto the other side. Looking to make a run, it'll be Kylie Galeno who will send it in from the side, but Conway won't let it happen, and it seems there were no maroon shirts in the box to finish that shot. It'll go out of bounds again, and it'll be a Hoboken throw-in. A quick slip up there from Hoboken. A player will go down, the ref will blow the whistle. It'll be a foul awarded to Hoboken. And a free kick, another one from Conway.
And again, still a rough goal to see if you're Hoboken, especially after having just the absolute dream start there in the first few minutes. But it's nice to still see them composed after it. Definitely generated some chances, especially directly after, and just about as even as a game as you could wish for here at Sports Illustrated so far. Just under 20 minutes left here in the first half.
Being that these two teams are the first and second seed, we knew it was going to be an exciting game, but definitely a surprise to see Hoboken take the early lead in this final. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Bayonne throw-in. Down that line, it'll be an attempt from Bayonne, but Hoboken's goalkeeper will grab that up with ease a little bit.
I think if you look at, how Hoboken has played Bayonne this season and how Bayonne just has handled their opponents throughout the season, that opening goal looks pretty shocking. But if you look at what Hoboken has been able to do offensively, it really doesn't bring that much of a surprise. 6 goals against each of their opponents on the way here to the championship as that one flies out. And just moving in stride pretty much as we head to the championship.
It'll be a goal kick for Hoboken with Conway to take it again. With 18 minutes left in this first half, we're at a tied game with 1-1. Both of these teams scoring 1. Hoboken taking the early lead, but Bayonne responding not too long after. Hoboken's defense responding there, limiting the opportunities Bayonne is trying to make for themselves. It'll be Bayonne to take control in that middle, sending it back, taking it calmly. Porch will send it wide. Denied by Conway. It'll go up. And taken back into possession through Hoboken.
And Conway just does so much for this Hoboken squad. For her.
And we're back.
2 days ago, hitting 100 goals.
It'll be the second half of the Hudson County final.
With the Redwings.
With Hoboken versus
today,
Bayonne. It's a tied score. It's 1-1 so far. With Hoboken scoring early on. And Bayonne following up not too long after.
Definitely not lacked.
The teams have switched sides now.
Both sides
in this Hudson County final. It's a big one. It's an important one.
Up with
Both of these teams.
family, friends.
It could be Bayonne's second back-to-back
The cheerleaders
Hudson
of
County
both these
Championship
programs have showed
and
up
Hoboken's
and have not been quiet.
the first appearance ever
As I
in
say that, the
program
ball go back
history
into play.
in a county final.
Bayonne pushing
And
up
a win
little
could be
bit.
their first ever program title.
Looking to take the lead.
As
Bayonne
Hudson County
is the reigning
champions.
Hudson County
We'll
champion.
go, the second half will go underway
that 1-0
shortly.
at the start of the game definitely
As
did
we're
not
hearing
feel
this
good.
dramatic
But
music
they're the
for a
one
big
they're a
match
team
like this
respond
one.
and like
It'll be
as I'm
Hoboken
saying
ball.
that they have
Hoboken
1-1.
first touch.
That ball will go out of play and it'll be a Bayonne
And let's
throw
get
in.
the second half started.
Right by
I gotta
Hoboken's
say,
goal.
not
So they definitely
typically
need to be
quite
more
the
careful
aux
there.
that we're used to at high school
time
sporting
with the
events.
Yeah, I was expecting a little bit more Drake or,
Sending it wide.
We had
No.
some Lord
It looked
playing at
across.
halftime. How about that?
Yeah, Kaden knew every single
I knew
word.
every single.
so-
Of course,
But
you know
Hoboken's
me,
defense
guys.
is definitely not one to joke about. We've seen them play hard
I'm not
all
sure
evening
about
long
the
so far.
non-lyrical
here they are taking
rap
Destiny
a
Rock
little bit that we had just there, but the game will go underway.
Wide. Right to Napolitani.
Do you
It'll
think
be
I wasn't
surrounded
going to own
by
it?
blue
That
jerseys
I
right there.
know
She'll
the
push- no,
no,
words to
that
some
was
Lord
a-
songs.
That was a
And
compliment,
Bayonne will
to
keep
be
the ball.
honest. It was a direct shout out, actually.
Anyways, an interesting start.
They're
The
playing a
second
quick
half
game,
could
Hoboken. We've seen them
certainly
tonight. Like I
be
said,
underway.
both
We
teams
saw
have an incredible
Bayonne kinda
passing
get
ability
caught off guard
that
in the opening
we've
moments
seen throughout
of
both
the
of
first.
these
Not
teams'
really something that
seasons.
they see too much. A surprise, especially for Dux O'Sullivan, who's been almost
It'll go out of
impenetrable
bounds.
as the last line for Bayonne this season. But since then, solid game from her, solid game from Bayonne's defense. Haven't really had any other super threatening shots. A few trips down
And as we-
inside the penalty
as we
box,
say
but
that,
nothing else
That
too
ball,
crazy.
that ball will be passed into the box, Bayonne's box. Recovered a little bit by a white shirt. Hoboken, it'll go out of bounds. That was Napolitani who tried to recover it.
And I think here now, as we kind of inch towards the end of this one, it's really where we could see, the star power for both of these teams really start to show out. Less so for Bayonne. They've always kind of been a more of a sum of all their parts type of team.
It'll be a cross. What seemed to be a cross. It was a free kick right there. But Conway will attempt a shot. Hoboken needs to step up there. Somebody with the kind of a shot there. It goes a little bit off. Is there somebody there to recover it? There was, but Bayonne will win that fight, pushing upfield. It'll go right over a white shirt's head. But Hoboken's defense has not been one to play with, and they'll send it right back up to the white shirts. Excuse that lisp there. It'll be Bayonne to take control. Now, they are the reigning Hudson County champs, so I'm sure going into a half 1-1 with a team that's never been in a position like this one isn't the best feeling, but a tied game is a tied game, and it's one that can be saved. Speaking of saves, that was a great save from Hoboken's goalie there with a cross that seemed to have been on the road to going in from Bayonne. It'll go up. Napolitani will keep control. We've seen Napolitani take on a number of maroon shirts as she just did now. Crossing one of them up. It'll be a shot there. But Bayonne's keeper will take a quick touch on it.
Yeah, just straight technical ability there, and we see that from her throughout the season, which what a gift she's been to Hoboken's program. And on pace right now, according to NJ.com, on pace throughout her 4 years to set the Hudson County scoring record if she keeps up where she's at.
A sophomore with already 31 goals this season. She's definitely on pace. Following up from a senior, Emma Conway, who is obviously in her last year here. Both of these players have tallied up 30 goals solely in this season just for Hoboken. Napolitani still with 2 years left to go. She's at the 74 career goals so far. Only a sophomore. That's definitely not something to shy about.
And it's not really too often that you see even one 30-goal scorer on a team, let alone two. And it just helps. They help each other out, really, when they're able to kind of divert attention off a little bit. It's going to be a little bit maybe more of a struggle for Napolitani next season when she'll certainly garner a little bit more attention from defenses.
Speaking of Napolitani, she'll take the up there, look for a quick pass, but there will be nobody there to recover it. It'll be Bayonne. They'll send it up. Recovered by a Red Wing. Bayonne will take back control and push up. Like you were saying, we can definitely see the dynamic between Conway and Napolitani as we've seen all game long, but the rest of Hoboken, their whistle will be blown. Oh, there'll be a Bayonne player down. I missed exactly what happened there, but that will be number... I can't get the best eye on it. It'll be, I think that's number 11, McKenna Rafferty, a freshman with 5 goals under her belt and 1 assist so far in the season in her first year playing for the Bees. She'll come out. And a quick substitution with Liliana Chio, with 1 goal under her belt. She's a junior. She'll make that substitution for the Bees. It looks like it'll be a drop. I'm not sure. It'll be a drop ball. For Hoboken, they'll send it wide. Conway. As I was saying before that foul, we've seen Conway and Napolitani work together all season long, but especially in this game, we've seen Conway's long balls, more so down the middle, but also out wide, and Ren does not fail to make those runs. And it really isn't afraid of a little bit of a challenge facing and taking on and also winning 1v1s, 2v1s, 3v1s, whatever it is. She's definitely not afraid of the challenge.
No, and that's why, and, you know, especially as we've talked about the kind of style that's gone on in this game with really the ball spending most of the time in this game in the midfield. This is exactly the type of game and the style of play where you want to have someone like Ren on your team who can, you know, seemingly just take the ball at any given opportunity, and you never know when she's going to make something out of it.
Bayonne will take a little bit of control there right by the box, inching outside of it. But Hoboken will keep it out, make sure to clear that ball like they've done all game, but Bayonne will respond. Hoboken will send it down the middle, and Porch will clear it. It'll be Hoboken to keep possession, but a little bit of a slip up there. Bayonne's defense is not one to mess with, and we'll take it out of bounds. It'll be a Hoboken throw-in right here for the Red Wings. A little bit of a slip up there from Bayonne. That could have been a big mistake. But Daniela will be there to recover it for the Red Wings. Excuse the lisp there a little bit. Porch will send it down the middle. Denied by one of Hoboken's defenders. And they're playing a quick game here. Both teams, that ball's gone back and forth, bouncing from cleat to cleat. And it'll finally go wide. In Hoboken's favor, it'll go wide, but Bayonne's defense will be there to stop it. Take a little bit of a fall there, it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Hoboken throw-in. Right over and yellow. Bayonne will respond. Napolitani, like we said before, is not afraid, and she'll keep possession. Take a shot. O'Sullivan showing how good she is in the net. Right over. That was on task to go right into the net. But it's not going to happen that easily for Hoboken, it seems.
Napolitani, just such a great shooter from range, showing it there. And really, you know, if you're looking at the scouting report and you're trying to figure out how do I beat this Bayonne defense, how do I beat Dux O'Sullivan, especially in net, it's going high. That's her Achilles heel is the lack of size that Bayonne has in the goalkeeper position. Ren tried for it, but just not high enough.
And as you're saying that, an amazing save from Dux O'Sullivan. That was a bit of a tough one. She had definitely had her vision was hurting a little bit there with a lot of white shirts right in front of her, and that corner was on point to go right in the back of the net to make up for that one that was just saved a couple minutes before. Hoboken will keep the ball on this side of the field, looking to take a goal. Crossing it in, it's a little bit off. It'll deflect off a player. And Hoboken will try for it again. Crossing it, it'll go out of bounds.
And Hoboken definitely getting more aggressive here as we're about 9 minutes in to this second half. They had 4 or 5 bodies in the penalty box there, something Bayonne has been really hesitant to do so far. And, you know, it's worked out to their favor, at least with, you know, just with general opportunities.
And yellow will take the corner for Hoboken. With a quick one, there was nobody there to follow that, but Conway's forcing through. Hoboken's definitely not shy and trying to keep the ball on that side, but it'll be taken from a maroon shirt who will send it wide.
Great job from Kylie getting to that one there.
Porch clearing it again like we've seen all game long. Hoboken a little bit short there to recover, but it'll go out of bounds in their favor. Napolitani showing off her skill there. We've seen her all game long and all season long working the ball, especially her and Aniello, who we don't see too often. Napolitani will take a fall. It'll be a foul, and the ref will blow the whistle in favor of Hoboken. We'll see Conway's leg again as she take the free kick for the Redwings.
And that's exactly what Ren can do, just frustrate defenses to the point where they feel like the only way to stop her is to get a little bit more physical than usual, and that's exactly what happened right there. Just pretty much outskilling almost the entire midfield there from Bayonne and able to earn a foul from it.
Conway sending it up. Looks to be on target. Just a little bit short there. We've seen Hoboken's distance ranging from Napolitani and Conway. Their shots are definitely not ones to laugh at. And once the shot had a little bit, they're definitely hard, coming in strong with a lot of power and a lot of range. It'll be a goal kick for Bayonne, with Samara Porch to take it. Sending it down the middle. It'll go right over a Hoboken head, but Conway will be there to stop it, setting it up into the sky like we've seen all game long. 10 minutes now into the second half. We're scoreless so far for this half. But this tied game still 1-1, Bayonne and Hoboken. Hoboken taking the early lead, but Bayonne responding not too long after. These teams have fought hard and long so far to try to make another opportunity happen, with a couple close ones here in the second half for Hoboken, both coming from Napolitani. But that goal, but the beast in the net for Bayonne is not one to laugh at, and it stopped every single one. Excuse the stutter there. The ball will stay in play, and it'll be Bayonne's ball. They'll clear it up. Hoboken will keep it, sending it down the middle, just short of touching Napolitani, who will speed up. Napolitani with the not yet. No shot from Hoboken yet. Just short. Dux O'Sullivan is showing off her skill tonight. She's not scared of the long balls, the short balls, or anything, but she'll put a stop to whatever comes her way.
That's just about as good of an opportunity you're going to find all game long if you're Hoboken. Just a defensive mistake there. Back line, kicking it into each other. And just great passing. Created the opportunities, and Dux O'Sullivan was there and up for it.
Both teams have great passing abilities that we've seen all season long, to be honest. But a little slip up from either team's defense can mean a lot for the other team's offense in a game like this one. A quick slip up can mean a quick opportunity, and then a quick opportunity can force a goal. That ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be a Bayonne throw in. Hoboken, we've seen them force a couple more opportunities in the second half. I'm assuming they took a more aggressive attack approach coming into this half for the last 40 minutes of this Hudson County final. They're looking to make a statement. These Red Wings have never been here before and have had the season to put themselves here. Competing with the number one team in the county, the reigning champions, the first seed, Bayonne, who have not let up and put up a great fight so far, putting up a goal against the Red Wings. We are yet to see a goal in the second half. It'll be a corner for Bayonne. Sending it up. It'll be headed by Bayonne, but it'll be just short of the post.
We got a fight going on the Jumbotron. We got a fake fight, excuse me.
Fake fight. It was planned, I think. That's from Hoboken's boys soccer team. Like we mentioned earlier, the stands are not empty tonight. We've definitely seen a turnout for both of these teams, which I think adds a little bit more of the pressure of a game like this one. Obviously, you're competing for a county championship, but you're also playing in Red Bull Arena with half of your school watching. Hoboken has a chance to make school history, and Bayonne has the chance to do it all over again.
Yeah, I mean, we saw people tailgating outside like an hour and a half. Like I'd say around maybe 3:45, 4 o'clock. There were some cars out there having a good time.
Having a great
I'll say
time.
that much.
They're ready for an exciting game tonight. It'll be Hoboken ball. They'll throw it in, and it'll go right back out.
I think it'd be pretty fun to be a ball girl. My days of that are past, but
yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's an age limit for that kind of thing. But as we see across the field, we have a couple of younger girls coming from Bayonne squad who look to be just above 8 years old. A little bit older than that. Doing a great job. No, as ball girls. We saw them walk in. They got Napolitani. A shot just short. Our girl is not afraid to shoot. We've seen her shoot from all across the field. From short and from long distance, she has the shot to make it happen.
I wonder if the youth of Hoboken are upset that they didn't get the chance to be.
I feel like I'd be
girls.
pretty salty.
I guess the top seed gets to bring their ball
youth.
girls.
They get to bring their youth ball girls
We met at Ball Boys for the
for the boys final. It has to go with the theme of the game.
I don't know who Prep would bring because they don't really have youth teams.
Anyway, switching back to the game of tonight, we have Bayonne pushing upfield, sending a great ball there, right to Galeno. That ball will go right out of bounds. It's no good. Hoboken's defense is not lacking tonight. They've done all they can to stop Bayonne. Shout out to the Memorial Girls soccer team. They're coming up on the Jumbotron.
All right, we get it.
National Division champs. It's not something to play about.
Elena is on the Memorial Girls soccer team.
So shout out to
you
them.
guys actually faced Bayonne earlier in the Hudson County tournament.
Yeah,
you want to tell them what happened?
We competed well, came up short, but the team next year, they definitely have a good chance, and I think they could take Bayonne.
Surely it went 80 minutes.
100%. I don't know what you're talking about. Not sure what Kaden's trying to insinuate there, but Hoboken's pushing up there against Bayonne, just like Memorial did. Bayonne will take control and keeping the ball in play there. It'll bounce from cleat to cleat from both of these teams. Conway clearing it.
And I think as this second half moves on, we're starting to see a lot more and a very similar theme of what we saw in the first half. Hoboken kind of coming out, feeling themselves a little bit and really generating some chances. And now we're really seeing a 50-50 even.
An interesting way to put things from Caden here, but I can't disagree. Hoboken's definitely taken on more offensive opportunities. We've seen a couple coming from Red-Napolitani every time, it seems.
And still, Bayonne just being a little bit more hesitant to get a little aggressive. I think they maybe have a little less trust in their ability to defend against the counterattacks compared to Hoboken, and that's resulted in them just being a little bit less aggressive overall.
A foul there. We'll see Bayonne get a little bit angry off that call. That's a close enough shot for Hoboken to make something happen with Conway coming up, taking the free kick. A senior captain with 100 career goals, that's something to be a little bit scared of, that Bayonne definitely had to take into control. Taking the shot. She plays it quick. It'll be a goal. Emma Conway will bring it up for the Redwings. 2-1. The senior captain with her, I'm not sure what goal that is for her, but it's 30-something for Emma. And 2-1 for Hoboken against the reigning champions of Hudson County. That definitely feels good for Hoboken with 21 minutes left in the half. In a final game, when you're up against the best team in the county so far, that has to feel good, and it has to feel good for Conway. She made her mark for the team tonight.
I mean, this is the moment that you've waited pretty much all year for if you're Hoboken. When you're going in, when you're thinking of envisioning how you want this game to go, you're envisioning a moment like that. And it was taken pretty quickly, but I was just going to talk about the strength of Conway, the power that she has.
A close one there from Hoboken. That bounce.
Goal scored by number 22, Emma Conway.
A great goal there from range, but range isn't much of a problem for Hoboken, as we've seen all game long with a couple attempts, but obviously a couple success. I'm not sure about the right word for that, but a great job there from Conway, sending it really quickly, not really giving Bayonne much time to recover off that call from the referee. She shot it quickly and accurately. That went right through the net, right through Bayonne's goalkeeper's hands. Hoboken is definitely on a roll there. That has to feel good. 2-1 against the reigning champions with 20 minutes left in a game. And as I say that, Bayonne is powering through, but with ease, Hoboken's goalie will stop the ball. Hoboken on track to dethroning the reigning Hudson County champions. 2-1, taking an early lead in the first half. In the first 10 minutes or so, that was definitely unexpected, and I think Bayonne had to feel that. They'll take a long shot short of the goal.
And you wonder, just again looking back to Conway's shot there, if Callie and really the entire Bayonne defense was ready for that one. Watching it back, she took it extremely quickly. A lot of Bayonne even had their back turned to Conway as the shot was taken.
I think that was definitely a strategy because she seemed pretty confident with that shot, and obviously confidence is key for Emma. That went right through the net. But I think acting quickly and efficiently is a strategy for Hoboken. As we've seen, they move the ball quickly and they move the ball with strength every time through their passes and through their shots. We've seen them move the ball up and down the field and create these opportunities for themselves. Although not all successful, they're definitely putting the pressure on Bayonne. A Bayonne throw-in. Bayonne will keep possession up the field, pushing up. They need to score another goal to tie it up, and then another if they want to keep the lead, if they want to take their lead back. Like we said earlier in the stream, Bayonne is lacking a little bit in their defensive with 2 key players out for the season on injury. It has to hurt a little bit to come into a county final missing some of your defense with an offense that Hoboken has. Hoboken trying to clear it, but it'll go right to a maroon jersey. They'll keep possession. Bayonne looking for the shot, but it's no good. It's a little too short and a little too soft. Hoboken's keeper will keep it and take her time.
Under 18 to play now.
Under 18 to play, Hoboken's strategy might be to either have another one go in the net or just keep the score out like this one. Their defense has been strong all game long with a little bit of a mistake in which Bayonne was able to net one. But otherwise, other than that, clearing the ball has been their thing all sort of game.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Certainly they're going to stack the box less than they did, although it looks like they are still playing 3 up top.
Conway sending it wide.
And it's just been near impossible to get by her tonight on defense as well, accompanied by the rest of that 4-person Hoboken back line.
Hoboken still fighting. They have a little bit of an opportunity here, but Porch will beat them to it. Still fighting for it. She'll clear it. And Bayonne will keep possession. Looking to send a ball there. Right down the line to Kylie Galeno. Hoboken fighting for that. Not wanting to let go of this lead that they fought so hard for. Bayonne still with possession of the ball. 3 white jerseys on her. It's going to be tough for number 11, McKenna Rafferty, who took a fall earlier in the game but is back in. And Hoboken will take the ball away, but Bayonne will get it back shortly.
One of the more organized possessions Bayonne has had this half. And just still something promising to see.
A little bit of a slip up there for Hoboken. Can they keep this lead? Clearing it, their defense can. The ref will blow the whistle, but not sure in whose favor that will go to.
It's going to be a free kick for Bayonne.
These free kicks can be dangerous. We've seen one go into the net for Hoboken. Can Bayonne match that and even up the score? That's 2-1 Hoboken right now. It'll be number 10, Jenna Gattani, a junior with 9 goals under her belt. It'll be a trick play, and it won't go in their favor. Just missing the post right there. Bayonne trying to play it a little bit more strategically there, attempting to trick Hoboken's defense. Although not working out in their favor, I'm sure Hoboken definitely has that on their radar now. That's something to expect. With 15 minutes left, it's win or go home. And going home from this one is definitely going to be tough. A county final for both of these teams. Hoboken's first appearance ever in program history in a final game. And with a lead, that's definitely something to be proud of. Bayonne, their 4th consecutive final. This could be their back-to-back championship if they come out with a win tonight. Hoboken forcing the ball up. Porch keeping possession, running through Hoboken's offense a little bit there. But Conway, quick to receive it through Porch's.
Look out.
She'll send it to Bayonne stands.
Emma Conway does not like the Bayonne cheerleaders.
That's a headline. They've got to be careful sitting there, especially with Conway's leg. That has to hurt. Playing a little close to Hoboken's field. Bayonne with a shot. It's no good. The keeper won't let it happen. And neither will Hoboken's defense. They'll hit it right out.
And that was on the doorstep for Kylie Goano for a second there. Just couldn't make it in time, but a great save, and it was just sitting there right inside the 6-yard box.
Definitely right on target for the Bees. That would have gone right in. But Hoboken's goalie, excuse me as I find her name, Jenna Snyder, a freshman. Bayonne and Hoboken fighting for that ball down the line. It'll press up. Bayonne will keep possession there, but Hoboken will fight for it, bringing it back into the box. Napolitani running right in, taking a quick touch, but Bayonne won't let it happen for her. With 12 minutes left in the in this championship game, Bayonne will shoot it from long. A quick one there from Hoboken's goalie. She's playing it a little close. As of recently, we've seen her tap the ball down instead of fully get her gloves on it. But she's been able to recover it every time, only letting one goal go through the net this evening. Bayonne pushing upfield. And Yellow will be the one to take it away. Pushing upfield, that was a close one there for Bayonne. It could have been an opportunity, but Hoboken did not want to let that happen. It'll be a throw-in for Bayonne. With 11 minutes left on the clock, they need to make something happen, or else that title will go straight to the Redwings.
I'd just quickly like to take a moment to thank all 94 of you watching here on HCST Athletics. We'll have the boys game coming up right after this one again, right here on YouTube, completely free. We ask you to subscribe and follow us on Instagram if you have not already. And we are headed to the last 11 minutes of this one here in Harrison.
To follow up, we'd also like to thank our sponsors, SanDisk, for sponsoring our stream and keeping us well equipped. Hoboken pushing upfield, honestly trying to force their possession for the rest of the 10 minutes, it seems. A lead like this one in a county final game is not one to laugh about, especially against the reigning champs. You have to just want it bad enough to keep it like this. And as I'm saying that, Bayonne will keep possession, pushing upfield down the middle a little bit. Hoboken will recover and send it out wide, right to the middle. Porch will hit it back up. Running upfield. Bayonne, but knocked out by Conway, who will send it as far as she can. Trying to get the ball away from Hoboken's goal, as she's done a great job all game long. Well, it looked like a shot there from Bayonne from pretty far out. A handball will be called in favor of Bayonne.
And you wonder when Hoboken's really going to say, you know, enough is enough. We see the clock under 10 minutes. We've got to really put everyone in a position to score. They've been playing 3 up, but yet to kind of add that either central attacking mid or even a 4th up top.
It'll be Samara Porch to send it up. And it's not near that post, and it's not near the net for Bayonne. They're down 1 goal in this final game. As the reigning champs, it's going to be difficult to play against Hoboken, who's just been on fire all game long. With 9 minutes left in this final for Hudson County. Hoboken still in the lead, 2-1. Napolitani will bring the ball down the middle. A great ball from Napolitani. Can Hoboken's offense takes a shot, but Dux O'Sullivan will calmly tap it up and keep it out. Bayonne with possession in the middle. That can be dangerous for Hoboken. Their goalie stepping up a little bit. A freshman again, Jenna Snyder, who's had a great game so far, with a couple of clutch saves that could have brought Bayonne back into the picture in this game. 8 minutes left for the Red Wings and the Bees in this final. Hoboken, it'll be a goal kick. With somebody there to recover, the Red Wings will make an offensive play, running up, but Dux O'Sullivan will catch it with ease, taking her time to put it up. A great touch there. A quick play to Napolitani. Can she recover it? We've seen her fight all game long for her team and for this title. She has not let up. It'll be a throw-in for Hoboken. Who will send it a little bit towards that middle there. Header after header. Bayonne will be the one to take possession and send it long out of bounds.
Harper Clark's going to come in place of Emma Van Handel as well for Bayonne. Excuse me, for Hoboken, that is. And as we get under 7 minutes now, still kind of waiting for a little bit more of that all-out aggressiveness, as here's another opportunity for the Red Wings.
A little push there for the Red Wings with number 4. Nora Block, a freshman with 1 goal under her belt. I'm sure it feels great to play in the county final in your first year for Hoboken. 6 minutes left in this game. Hoboken still with the 2-1 lead against the reigning champs.
And still, we've seen Hoboken able to generate these opportunities on offense even after they have gone up 2-1 here in the second half. The one thing that you just can't do, though, if you're the Red Wings, is overcommit. And they did a good job there of keeping their offense, especially Napolitani, staying outside the box. But just got to watch it on offense and don't leave yourself vulnerable to the counterattack. It's where Bayonne was so successful the last time these two teams played each other. Haven't been able to do much with it so far today.
A great opportunity there for Hoboken, a quick pass.
Flags
and she'll
up.
be offsides. Although a great opportunity there. No whistle blown.
And Hoboken's sideline is livid. The flag went up, but they didn't stop the play.
No whistle was blown there to stop any kind of play, although it seemed to be an offsides call on Hoboken. It'll be a throw-in for Hoboken, and they'll throw it right next to the box. A quick one there for Bayonne, and Dux O'Sullivan will play it. She has 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this whole final. A quick header from Hoboken. Playing really close to Hoboken's goal right there. It was Bayonne, but that ball will go out of bounds and be a Bayonne throw-in. Sets it down the line, but Hoboken will head it right out.
Samara Porch, typically we've seen her on the back line. She can score goals as well, but she is playing all the way up right now for Bayonne.
Conway. She'll take the goal kick for Hoboken. Sending it wide, another opportunity there for Hoboken. That will be cleared out from Bayonne to watch out a little bit in the stands for. 3 minutes left in this county final with Hoboken in the lead. Hoboken will keep possession of the ball, getting pretty close to Bayonne's goal. They have to be a little bit careful there for Bayonne's defense. But that ball will go back up. And Hoboken will keep possession with a foul called in favor of Hoboken.
And that one right in between both of the fan sections here, and Harrison and both of them getting pretty vocal about that one.
We've heard the "You Can't Do That" chant from both fan sections now. And it'll be Conway to take the free kick. She scored off one earlier in the game. Can she do it again, sending it pretty long? It won't happen off that one. But Bayonne will take quick possession back, sending it long. 2 minutes left they have to score and try to even out this game. But as of right now, Hoboken's taking the 2-1 lead and looking to take that title. Kylie Galeno will take a fall there. Slowly sit herself down. But it doesn't seem a whistle will be blown for the foul. Conway took a fall there. With 1:44 left in this final, it would hurt for Hoboken to see Conway get out of this game. Same for Galeno, for Bayonne. Two key offensive contributors for both teams.
Looks to be cramps just for
Both.
each of them, and it'll stop the clock, maybe give Bayonne a little bit more time to think. 1:44 left here in Harrison, and if you're Bayonne, it is time to go all in. They've got the ball, they're in their offensive third, and this is kind of where you stack everybody up.
It'll be a throw-in for Bayonne. Conway will head it out. And Hoboken's defense will look to keep it just away from the net. It'll go out. And to be a goal kick. It bounced off of a Bayonne player. With 1:20 left in this game.
And here's where you can chew a few seconds off the clock now if you're Hoboken setting up for this one. No added time in high school soccer as we approach a minute left.
With a minute left in this game, it's looking real good for Hoboken out here in their first appearance in the Hudson County Final. With a 2-1 lead, they have a little bit under a minute. Can they make another goal happen? They can't, but Bayonne's defense will respond and step up a little bit there. Bayonne pushing upfield. They need another goal to even out this game, but Conway won't let it happen, clearing it out as far as she can. Hoboken looking to keep possession there. Pushing upfield into Bayonne's defensive third. It won't happen for them, but Bayonne will play it safe and play it out.
Last chance for Bayonne, 20 seconds.
20 seconds left. We have 10 seconds left of this county final with Hoboken leading 2-1. Hoboken will be the Hudson County champions and dethrone Bayonne. 2-1, they will take on the Bees and come out with the win. The Redwings' first appearance and win. First county title. Hoboken girls soccer are the Hudson County champions of 2025.
What a moment for this program. Their first trip to Red Bull Arena as they make their way over to their fan section. And history in Hoboken. First girls soccer Hudson County title since the tournament was created 16 years ago.
It's definitely a great day to be a Red Wing, scoring early on against the reigning champions and securing that win in the second half. It must feel good to be Hoboken. Their first appearance and a win off the first try. It's great to be Hoboken.
And just looking ahead tonight, a 7:30 scheduled start time for the second game. Don't know if that will be the case. Still need to have a trophy presentation down here. Warm-ups for game number 2. But that'll do it for our coverage here of the Girls Hudson County Tournament Championships. Stay tuned to our socials for post-game coverage. And stay tuned right here on YouTube for game number 2.
I'm Lena Penchodra, and I'm alongside Kaden Drumler. That was the Hudson County Girls Soccer Final. Your Hoboken Red Wings are the 2025 HCIAL Girls Soccer Champions. Congrats to Hoboken and to their soccer program. A great game they played tonight.
Is North Bergen Athletic Director and Soccer Chair Jerry Maeda. Congratulations to head coach Victoria